Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, today I went to Best Buy. Finally got Lane. Finally. So expect an unboxing later on. Oh, but that's not what this is. Bleach. 518. This chapter. The beginning was fine. The beginning of the chapter was great. I enjoyed it. Middle of the chapter, great. We see a few old characters. Great. The ending pissed me off to no end. Towards the end, just rage. Just. All right. Is that enough already? Let's get in. Beginning of chapter, and this one was actually called Starship Shooting Star Project. Zero Mix. And he's obviously referencing Ichigo getting shot up into where the Soul King lives. So beginning part we got Uruhara, he's saying, why, hello there, you know, it's been a while everyone, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like saying, you know, how hard it was to set up the connection, you know, He's like saying, is this thing on, you know, and he's connecting, he's showing video of himself through Cone. So he's shooting out of Cone's head. That was pretty funny. I thought that was a funny moment there. And then, going here. From there, and I'm reading this, I'm doing this from Manga Stream because this seems more reliable. Shooting Star Project. And we have Mayuri, he wants to take away Cone and stuff, but, you know, Kisuke's not having it. And he says, he continues with the report saying, sum it all up. You know, basically, you know, there's no need for concern. And we got Mayuri crushing Cone's eyes because he thinks that's how he operates it. And he's like telling him, he's telling Mayuri, you can't do that because I turned off the switches. And then we see Orihime. She's like, Kurosaki-kun, you know, and she's all happy and shit. So Orihime is fine, Chad is fine, and they're basically talking to Ichigo. And they're saying that they're fine. They're fine. There's no reason to worry. They're all fine and seem well. And they were all worried about Ichigo, so on and so forth. And basically, he wanted to contact him sooner, Kisuke, but he couldn't because of the communication setup and running it. And we get a person coming out saying, what are you guys doing and everything and stuff. And we see this figure that is being blocked. We don't see the full, what they look like. But from the image we're given, it seems like it's GRIMJOWW. GRIMJOWW. At least that's what it seems, because we see that he's got the white thing going on with the black sash. And then later on you see him getting pushed out of a tent. And it's, you know, you see the blackness, which is what he has. So it seems like it's referencing that this is GRIMJOWW. Pretty much. And he calls Ichigo a shit stain. So I mean that is and he's like, don't fuck with me, I heard his voice. And then he's telling Orihime and Chad to chase him out of the tent, and they tape it up. So obviously this is GRIMJOWW. It's suggested that this is GRIMJOWW. So that's what you need to believe. And he's like, he's saying to Kisuke, oh, what's going on? What's up with you guys? Is it really okay? And then Kisuke is having a conversation saying, before we got into connection, you said you had to do something in Wakamundo, but now, to get us out of Wakamundo, but now there's no need for that. Kurosaki-san, Please act of your own accord. Think for yourself. What do you want to really do? Don't worry about him. There's absolutely no danger of him harming us. And he says that we made a little arrangement. And they leave. Then we get a conversation between Chad and Kisuke. And Orihime. Well, Orihime doesn't really say anything. And Chad is saying to Kisuke, oh, are you really sure this is okay to just leave it things as is? You know? Just leave it like that? What about it? And Chad's like saying, oh, if Ichigo thinks for himself, then it's possible he'll leave from this battle. And Kisuke says, you shouldn't say things you don't believe. He acts according to his own will. And he will more or less try to protect all those around him. You have been you've known him longer than I have. And more than anyone, that is the one that truly understands that is Kurosaki himself. So, go back to Soul Society. And Ichigo looks and says, bald dude. Bald. Still don't know who this guy's name is. Taking 101 said that supposedly the guy's name is Bond. But I think that was stated in the wiki. We'd have to go look at the wiki to find out. Basically asking the guy, bald dude, if I go to the Spirit Palace, can you really repair Tenzo Zangetsu? And he says, no, I can't repair it. Within the Spirit Palace, there is a peerless Rijutsu that can't be found anywhere else. And the translation for that is a spirit technique. So what he's explained to Ichigo, this bald guy is, of the Zero Squad, is that it can't be repaired, but it can be reforged. So we can use that, we can reforge the blade and make it seem like the original, resemble the original. And then Ichigo says, oh, then let's go to the Spirit Palace. And then we go to a character that we haven't seen in so fucking long. Kukaku and Ganju. Damn! How have we seen them? Crazy. It's a Soul Society. Damn! Long time. Long ass time. And we see her place, and she's like having a small talk. What do you mean, crap hole? Long awaited a reunion, and saying, and the bald guy of the Zero Squad is telling Ichigo that they can't shoot up the pillar with this Rijutsu because it's only found up there. So in order to shoot the pillar back up, they need Kukaku to shoot it for him. And he's like, okay. So where's Ganju? And she's like saying, I don't see him. She was referencing that she turned him into a statue, a giant statue. And then that's what happens. And then they send him away. They send him up there. And Ganju shows up and says, is that okay, big sis? Yeah. Is that okay just leaving the way things are? Leaving him, just sending him up there, not saying anything. And Kukaku says, that if we hadn't left with them, Soul Society would be destroyed in the next invasion. We had to let him go, even if that means disappointing our uncle. That, I have no idea what that means. The only people of the Kiba clan we know of is Ganju, his sister Kukaku, and Kayan. Whose uncle? Don't know. And that's basically... And so far, this chapter looks good. Like what happened. This uncle business. Thoughts on that is really interesting. Wonder where Kubo's going to go with that. Who's this uncle person? According to them. And the whole thing with GRIMJOWW. Found out it's pretty much GRIMJOWW. And Ichigo's going to go up there now to the palace. So, it's good. Yeah, okay. Then she says, you guys should hurry up and get back to the daily training. And then she's basically saying that you were just wandering around in the streets of Soul Society aimlessly. Because and then she's telling Ganju that in the next fight, even if you kick or scream, you have to join. You will join the fight. And then I see what is on page 19. Listen, right now. This could have gotten, I could have given this chapter a 4, 4.5. But now, I can only give it a 3.5. Or dare I say 3. 3 figures are behind Ganju. And he says, you know, and Ganju's there, and he says, got it. Okay. 3 figures. 3. Yeah. I could be blind. I could be just imagining it. Maybe my eyes are putting tricks on me. But if I'm not mistaken, is that Tsukishima? Is that Kiriko? Is that Ginjo? Now, for the rest of this video, I am ranting. You piece of shit! Kubo, what the fuck? Mind you, okay. Everyone's seen the Fullbringer arc pretty much. You know what happened in it. You know how bad that fucking arc was. How bad it was. Ginjo, I'm sorry. I don't care if I lose subs from this. Ginjo sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He's the worst Bleach villain in the history of the show. The worst. Kubo should have just killed him off. For good. Never to see him again. He's the worst Bleach villain in the entire fucking series. You know what that means? That means any villain in the filler arcs is better than Ginjo. And oh yeah, Kiriko is there. He got raped by fucking Zaraki. Why are you putting him in there? Why? Oh yeah, this is, and then they're saying, they're suggesting, oh, yeah, they'll go back to your training. Oh, you're gonna fight. They're gonna fight? Yeah. And then Bach's gonna show up and cut their heads off and shove it up their asses. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna rape them. Why, Kubo? Why? These guys suck! Now, I'm going to say this. Tsukishima, I'm pissed off he's there, but I'm not going to rant on him because his abilities are powerful. Don't get me wrong. His abilities are powerful. He can fuck with people's minds. That's okay, fine. You're okay. Tsukishima can be there, but the other two? No. I don't give a shit what anyone says. There is no fucking reason that Ginjo should be in this. There's no reason whatsoever. I don't give a fuck if I lose subs from this. Ginjo sucks. He sucks. He sucks. This is bullshit. Then you know what? You shouldn't bring back the Fullbringers, Kubo. Why don't you bring back the Espada? Maybe that would have been better. The Espadas are far more powerful than the fucking Fullbringers. This is bullshit. I fucking hate this. Kubo, why are you bringing back characters that suck? So there's my rant from this. I'm going to go in deep details on this situation on tomorrow night's live stream. But this was just bullshit. Kiriko got cut in half by Zaraki. And Ginjo, he didn't even have his own powers. He sealed Ichigo's. So what the fuck is he going to do? You are crusty. I don't want to use that word. You're horrible. You're the worst of villains, Ginjo. I'd rather have the Joker as the villain in that arc than you from Batman, you know. But that's my little rant on that. Like I said, I'll go deep details later on. As far as the rest of the chapter, we got, he says, got it, and Ichigo gets in there, he gets sent there, and we see the Spirit Palace. Pretty interesting design, I have to say. We see a bunch of pillars, and then in the middle, we see these like saucers, kind of, and it's like floating on air. A few of them are floating in the sky, and we see this long, like, tube thing. And I'm wondering how this is going to go down, what this Spirit King looks like and everything. So, you know, it should be very interesting how they get in there and how they see the Spirit King. Very interesting things to look forward to. So, 3.5 out of 5. Thoughts? It was a good chapter, but come on. Is it really... I know I have a few subs who like the Fullbringer arc, but let's really think about this. No, let's really think about this. Why is Kiriko there? Okay? This guy killed his wife, and he got owned by Zaraki. Fuck him. Tell him to go to England and sip some tea and crumpets. You're a fucking butler. Go be a butler. You're not a character in Bleach. Oh, God. But I will say Ganju looks boss. I like the long hair Ganju had. That was pretty fucking boss. But the other two, Ginjo and Kiriko, go in the forest. Yeah, go in the forest and go blow each other. Why don't you go do that? Because you don't belong in this arc. I'm sorry. So, to reinstate, before I end this chapter review, Bankai 922 does not endorse those two. I'll endorse Tsukishima to a degree because of what he did in the Fullbringer arc, as bad as it was. He did fuck up people's minds. But the other two, I don't support you. You don't exist. So as far as I'm concerned, they're invisible. They're not there. They're ghosts. I don't see you. You know. But like I said, I will bet my rage shout in tomorrow's live stream. And I'll see what everyone else thinks. So yeah. This is Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Kubo, if I had the money, I would be on the next plane there, and I'd drop kick you in your fucking head. See ya.